The Yakovlev Yak-130 is a subsonic two-seat advanced jet trainer light attack aircraft or lead-in fighter trainer originally developed by Yakovlev and Aermacchi. Development of the plane began in 1991, and the maiden flight was conducted on April 26, 1996. In 2005, it won a Russian government tender for training aircraft, and in 2009 the first planes entered service with the Russian Air Force. As an advanced training aircraft, the Yak-130 is able to replicate the characteristics of several 4+ generation fighters as well as the 5th generation Sukhoi PAK FA. It can also perform light attack and reconnaissance duties, carrying a combat load of 3,000 kg. Development. In the early 1990s, the Soviet government asked the industry to develop a new aircraft to replace the Czech-made Aero L-29 Delphin and Aero L-39 Albatros jet trainers. 5 design bureaus put forward proposals. Among them were the Sukhoi S-54, Myasishchev M-200, Mitten MiG-80, and Yakovlev Yak-UTS. In 1991, the other proposals were dropped and only the MiG-80 and Yak-UTS remained. Development of Yak-UTS started in 1991 and the design was completed in September 1993. The same year, Yakovlev entered an agreement with the Italian company Aermacchi to work together on the plane, which now became Yak-130. The Yak-130 version was to be offered for the Russian and the M346 version for the Italian market. On April 10, 2002, it was announced that Yak-130 had been chosen as the winner of the tender for trainer aircraft for basic and advanced pilot training, beating the MiG-80. Plans to develop a light attack aircraft based on the Yak-130 came to a halt in the late 2011. Dubbed Yak-131, the aircraft failed to meet enhanced pilot protection requirements, put forward by the Russian Air Force. Focus has shifted to a Sukhoi Su-25 replacement, instead. The light attack aircraft was slated to enter service by the year 2020. Yak-130 completed its maiden flight, registered as RA431130, on April 25, 1996 at Zhukovsky. The plane was put on display for the first time at the Paris Air Show in June 2005. The same year, the Russian Air Force made its first order for 12 Yak-130s. On April 30, 2004, the first pre-series Yak-130, assembled at the Sukhoi plant in Nizhny Novgorod, performed its maiden flight. It was followed by 3 more pre-series aircraft. In December 2009, the aircraft completed state trials and was accepted for service. The Russian Air Force intends to buy at least 72 Yak-130s, enough to equip 4 training regiments. Commander-in-Chief, Colonel General Alexander Zlin, announced on November 8, 2011, that the Russian Defense Ministry was to sign a contract within 2 weeks with Irkut Corporation for 65 additional aircraft, 55 firm orders plus 10 options. Zlin stated that deliveries were expected to be completed by 2017. The first serial aircraft was handed to a training center in Lipetsk on February 19, 2010. However, the Russian Air Force only took delivery of the first Yak-130 in October 2012. Design: Yak-130 is an advanced pilot training aircraft, able to replicate characteristics of Russian 4th and 5th generation fighters. This is possible through the use of open architecture digital avionics compliant with a 1553 databus, a full digital glass cockpit, quadruplex channel digital fly-by-wire system and instructor-controlled and variable FBWS handling characteristics and embedded simulation. The type also has a head-up display and a helmet-mounted sighting system, with a double GPS GLONASS receiver updating an inertial reference system for highly accurate navigation and precision targeting. The developer estimates that the plane can cover up to 80% of the entire pilot flight training program. In addition to its training role, the aircraft is capable of fulfilling light attack and reconnaissance duties. It can carry a combat load of 3,000 kilograms, consisting of various guided and unguided weapons, auxiliary fuel tanks and electronic pods. According to its chief designer Konstantin Popovich, during a testing phase that ended in December 2009, The plane was tested with all airborne weapons with a weight of up to 500 kilograms that are in service in the Russian Air Force. Yak-130 has 9 hardpoints, 2 wingtip, 6 underwing and 1 under fuselage. The aircraft's twin engines are mounted under extended wing roots, which reach as far forward as the windscreen. 2 of Kenko Progress AI 222-25 full authority digital engine control produce a combined total of 49 kilonewtons of thrust. An upgraded, -28 engine is also on offer, increasing the thrust to 53 kilonewton. At a normal takeoff weight of 7,250 kg, a thrust-to-weight ratio of 0.70 is achieved with a -25. Or 0.77 with the -28 engines. This compares with 0.65 for the BAE Systems Hawk 128 and 0.49 for the Aero Vodok DL-159B. Maximum internal fuel capacity is 1,700 kg. With 2 external combat fuel tanks the figure increases to 2,600 kg. Maximum true airspeed is Mach 0.93. Service ceiling is 12,500 meters and load factors are from -3 to +9 g. Typical takeoff speed and distance in a clean configuration are 209 km/h and 550 m, whilst landing figures are 191 km/h and 750 am, respectively. Crosswind limit is 56 km/h. The Yakovlev Yak-130 is equipped with the FBWS-controlled engine intake blanking doors, in order to prevent the aircraft's engines from sustaining foreign object damage when operating from unpaved runways and grass strips. The large canopies are sideways hinged. Combat training suite on the Yak-130 includes simulated and real firing systems with air-to-air and air-to-surface missiles, bomb dropping, gun firing and on-board self-protection systems. Operational history. The first Yak-130s entered Russian Air Force service in July 2009. However, deliveries have been slow. On May 29, 2010, one aircraft crashed near Lipetsk during testing. As of January 2012, it is believed that only 8 aircraft are operational in their advanced jet trainer role. Libya put an order for 6 planes. 3 Yaks were delivered on November 28, 2011, with the remaining aircraft soon following. Deliveries to Libya were expected in 2011-2012, but the Libyan National Transitional Council cancelled Libya's order for Yak-130s in September 2011 as part of a review of all existing arms contracts. Syria has agreed to purchase 36 aircraft, but delivery of these has been postponed by Russia due to the conflict in Syria. The Uruguayan Air Force is considering the aircraft for the future replacement of the A-37 with the F-5 Freedom Fighter as another possible candidate. Russia has offered the Yak-130 to Serbia as part of a $3 billion loan for the upgrading of the Serbian armed forces. In October 2012 Russia took delivery of 6 fighters. The first batch of Yak-130 combat trainers fly from the Irkut plant to the Borisovlebsk airfield, Voronezh region after an extensive flight testing program, a Euro Colonel Andrei Bubron said. In April 2012, Irkut Corporation President, Alexey Fedorov claimed that there are more than 10 potential customers. In November 2012, Sergei Kornev, a representative of the Rosoboronexport said Malaysia and several other countries are also interested of Yak-130. He was speaking at the China Air Show 2012 in the Chinese city of Zhuhai. In January 2014 Bangladesh orders 24 Yak-130. The planes will be bought with an extended loan from Russia. In February 2014 Irkut Corporation signed a contract with the Russian Ministry of Defense to supply additional Yakovlev Yak-130 advanced jet trainer aircraft to the National Air Force. In May 2014 Russia announced that it will supply Syria with Yakovlev Yak-130 advanced jet trainer aircraft. Syria is expected to receive 9 aircraft by the end of 2014, 12 in 2015 and 15 in 2016, for overall of 36 airplanes. Variants: Yakovlev Yak-130 a Euro basic dual-seat advanced trainer, Yakovlev Yak-131, Yak-133 and Yak-135 a Euro for single-seat light attack aircraft 4-seat VIP transport. Operators: Algeria, Algerian Air Force 16 aircraft, Bangladesh, Bangladesh Air Force has ordered 24 aircraft. Belarus, Belarusian Air Force has 4. Russia, Russian Air Force has 48 in service. First production aircraft was received in late July 2009, from a batch of 12, delivered by Sukhoi plant. 50 of 55 of Irkut contract, were delivered by July 17, 2014. The UAF placed a firm order for 55 aircraft. Russia has a total requirement of 72 to 200 aircraft. Syria, Syrian Air Force has ordered 36. Russia will deliver 9 Yak-130s to Syria by the end of 2014. Specifications, data from www.Yak-RU, general characteristics, crew, 2 pilots, length, 11.49 meters, wingspan, 9.72 m, height, 4.76 m, wing area, 23.52 miles squared, empty weight, 4,600 kilograms, loaded weight, 6,350 kilograms, max takeoff weight, 10,290 kilograms, power plant, 2A, Progress AI 222-25 turbofan, 24.52 kN each, performance, maximum speed, 1,050 km per hour, cruise speed, 887 km per hour, stall speed, 165 km per hour, range, 2,546 km, service ceiling, 12,500 m, rate of climb, 50 meters per second, wing loading, 276.4 kg mass squared, thrust weight, 0.78, armament, asymmetric or asymmetric weapon load, weighing up to 3,000 kg and consisting of various guided and unguided weapons. Auxiliary fuel tanks and electronics pods can be carried on 9 hardpoints, 1 on each wingtip, 3 under each wing, and 1 under the fuselage. See also, related development, Yakovlev and Aermacchi M346 Master, aircraft of comparable role, configuration and era, EADS Marco Heat, Hongdel 15, Hongd July 8, Kai T-50 Golden Eagle, HESA Shafak, references, notes. Bibliography. The initial version of this article was based on material from Aviation.ru. It has been released under the GFDL by the copyright holder. External links, Yak-130 Air Force Technology, AS Yakovlev Design Bureau Yak-130, Yak-130 Light Attack and Training Aircraft, the Yak-130, the Russian Army Unregistered Trademark SA Flying IFA Unregistered Trademark.